up and over and around people, right? So if he has such a significant beat on his man, you can square pass it through right here. Now you can get the shot inside of the box, and it's going to get off because this guy's not catching up. Make sense?
Yeah, I see it.
So like it's good that he gets the shot off, but unfortunately it's bad shot selection, or like it's enabling him for a worse shot than he could have otherwise had because we're taking the shot from outside a box, and then the defender just does a very good job of blocking it. But as you can see, goalkeeper was going to save it no matter what. Oh, you didn't have extra effort, did you?
No, I was
That
at stamina completely, I think.
damn. Good try. Let's look at like how you guys recycle this because you do end up with possession again after this, and this is the important thing. Like how do you work with the resources that you have? So you're able to collect. If you're low stamina, I just pass it back.
Yeah, I should
Like
have.
it's so congested here. Just retain possession. Do a good job of that. Like drop back, let other people come in, and let your resources completely like refill. You're low stamina, no blue boost. You cannot do anything to help these guys with the position that you're in right now, outside of ball, drop back, and then fill and then cycle out and let these guys fill in your space.
So Shiro said he's gonna try to hop in. His call outs that he wants to know if he's right on are that everybody needs to help out on defense other than striker. When we're doing that, people need to man mark better and be more like, and that's Costa Rican defender. We need to clear comms more. And not over dribble. We basically need to see the open man and immediately pass.
True.
Okay.
Minimizing ball possession or minimizing time on ball if you don't have the kit or the skill set, like to get around your defender or retain ball is really important. All the way back in Elite Series when skills were still developing and it was still like, we don't really feel comfortable maintaining like large like possession on the ball, in large quantities of time, right? I told my team, I said, we realistically want to minimize as many inputs that we have on the ball per teammate possession as possible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So especially back then when the prio was like as egregious as it was. Now I understood like we as a team understood what the levels of priority were. So we knew what inputs that we could do and we could pinpoint the ball well enough that we could guarantee the pass would connect. It was just about whether the team like had just a really good jump blocker at the time, which there were only like 2 or 3 in the entire game that could do it well enough. Or uh or like if they also had like a good understanding of the prior system and were out prying on their own, which a few people understood that you could do like a return bicycle kick to out prio. So we were very good at minimizing how long or like how many steps we had with the ball, whenever we were overly marked. And that shouldn't be a mindset that changes. Like it should be the same kind of mindset. And if you have the individual skill set, if you have the skill that you know you can, like you can make those one-on-one plays, you can make those individual plays, and you can beat your man, then go for it. Like I'm not telling you never to go for it, right? But I'm saying that the thing that you should look for the majority of the time is who can you dish it off to? Because the higher percentage opportunity is typically going to be a team play enabled one rather than you using all of your resources to beat one, maybe two men if you're lucky, and then barely having anything to like make a creative shot. You can maybe get a well-placed shot from a relatively threatening spot, but you are shooting yourself in the foot as compared to a drop back, a drop back. Dragon makes a cut as you make a run, and bam bam, right? Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still it's okay. Like you do a good job of getting the ball through. It's just unfortunate that you don't have any of your resources, and so this is like you need to have a little bit of a better understanding of, or better chemistry with your team to all of you on board understand this guy doesn't have resources. You need to calm that first off. Like like no stam, no blue, something like that. Just say I have nothing. So and then you guys need to all be on the same page. That means he can't continue with the play, needs to drop out, and one of you guys need to fill. Doesn't matter who, you guys need to figure that out, but that's how it needs to evolve to be like that.
Yo, Trico's my guy, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Like I was telling him before, one of the first things I told him coming out of playing with Grade A was it's like the simplest thing for the defense. If you have a person on offense above you, give them drop. Make sure you're in a position to give them drop and like be part of the triangle and part of the play.
This guy said things that have been in my brain for so long, but he articulates them so well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good prio win. It's kind of crazy, but a good prio win.
Pandy was a first-time tryout today. He did decent on defense, but definitely a lot to improve.
Yeah. Unfortunate like send out, but like good prio win in general. Emu does a very good job of punishing him for his rainbow for the first time rainbow touches are so fucking dumb, guys. But good read from Emu, and then he collects ball here. Do you think Emu? Do you think you can first time because you're like walking up to it, first time pass input here?
Yeah, I might have.
Because I think he's waiting for you to do a collect. Otherwise, you would teleport and it would get
Yeah.
through. If you send it hard enough, maybe it gets deflected. Maybe it just goes straight through. You never know. But it's better.
Yeah.
It's better than this. I want to watch back and see Pandy. I want to focus on Pandy for a second. Go ahead.
Oh my god, this is the bullshit second goal. I was so mad about this.
Oh,
That's on
it's
fire.
coming, Trico.
That's on fire. Pandy does a good job covering like the middle space. Basically, what Pandy's doing is presenting themselves as they're presenting themselves as an option, or like they're eliminating the option of this guy making a cut towards the middle by putting themselves in that space. He makes the cut wide, and you guys do a good job of shutting down like the pass option of wide to top box. So you force him to have to commit to a low percentage shot. This should not have gone in. Pandy and the other defender do a good job of like preventing them from taking a higher percentage shot. This is a bad shot and should not have gone in. Like that's very, very unfortunate. The two things that can be done better are sitting back on your line, or at least like when they're because let's see. Ooh, I was about to say sitting back on your line and facing the ball, because otherwise this is just a jump forward. But because he shifts,
Do you
takes
hold
a moment to
corner there
takes
or
a moment to
center?
register. Me personally, with these, I map read. It's
Okay.
I went over it with
I was about to
Resin
say,
is.
I find situations where both work.
Yeah. The thing that makes it easier for goalkeepers at the moment is that the ball crossing over the line immediately doesn't register as a goal until it goes far enough back or touches the side netting. So in this case, it's literally like it went far enough back into the net.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so that can make map reading a little tricky, where it goes like, oh, like what if the map shows right here, but then the dude does like a left in curve, they aim for near post, it like crosses over here, and bam. So you would have to jump near if you were to sit back on your line and blah blah blah. It gets a little tricky, but we get these like little grace periods where it doesn't matter as much. But the way that this guy like approaches his input for the way that he was positioned is just wrong. His like the way that he was approaching it is completely fine. Honestly, it's the way that eventually a lot of goalkeepers will have to do it. Once they figure out like their rollback angle registry. It'll be interesting for sure. But there's a lot of things that I get away with in particular because I just know how this game works and I know that I like have these little grace periods.
Yeah. Fuck you, Cooper, saving my shot in the net. Shit, past the line. You lucky bastard.
Yeah, yeah. Realistically, like these ones where they're shot from over here and you guys try to get these little chicky ones are the only ones that I can say it's like, yeah, the ball was probably over the line already and it sucks.
I do believe that's
The
the
ones,
last goal of
yeah.
the match. I think they get a goal at some point here soon and then just struggle to bring it back. But that's one of the constants for our team right now. Is even against, there are times that we 4-0 bad teams. There are times that we go into overtime versus bad teams, and it's like 0-0 into 4 minutes and we can't score.
Do run up. Fire drops back.
Square
Dragon
button.
has
We don't
ball.
know how to use the square button.
Emu and whoever this guy is, I don't remember the names. These guys are 2-man marked. They're not really options. Dragon just needs to drop it back to Pandy. That's it. That's literally it. Costa Rica defender. Yeah. Dragon just needs to drop it back to Pandy, and
I actually
we'll be
like you
chilling.
listen to what I said. I think I literally call this. When I told Dragon like why we playing 1-on-1 there. Someone's gotta help you. Don't try to win 1-on-1.
Yep. Pandy does a good job of getting back, but yeah, no, we're just putting ourselves in unfortunate spots that we don't really need to be in. This should go to Emu. That could just be an overhead throw. Emu has a lot of space here. Yeah, I was gonna say like it can either be like drag and run and then cut back in. But this is a fantastic beat. Honestly, Dragon should have taken the shot. It should have been probably an up and over down curve to far post. And then defense stance, holy shit. Good attempt. Really good like recognition of spacing and where to run. But I want you to look at two things. Okay, so first off, look how much separation you have between you and your defender, right?
Who? Me or Dragon? Or Dragon?
Dragon. Is Dragon deafened?
Yeah, I
he's
messaged
deafened.
him. I
Okay,
think
okay.
he's doing something. I am recording this for private, just so you know, so
Sure,
you can say
sure.
whatever you want to, and these people will get it.
Gotcha. Okay. So, recognition of space, like how much you beat them by, like whether you need to do a touch to get around them, like you feel like you need to get around them or not. So, touch, he commits. Good read. This whole defense has been, doing that. So if that's why he made that touch, fair enough. But he also has so much separation that he's just able to take a first time shot here if he wants. The other thing is the goalkeeper. Before he does this dive, he's standing all the way out here, which means he can cover the direct line drive of left and right, but what he can't do is cover the high and down in. So if you do like a light or half power, like aim up high, like maybe here-ish and put full down curve on it and aim far post, that's going in. That's over the defender and over the goalkeeper. But you just have to recognize how much space you have between the guy. Because you run wide, you're taking the shot from over here. This distance out here is further out. It's like here-ish relative, right? So it's farther out than taking a shot from top box. So the down curve will go in, but you just need to recognize like what are the weaknesses of the goalkeeper, like what things are awkward, what things can they or can't they save relative to their current position, and how can you take advantage of the amount of space that you've created between you and your defender. And so this is good. This is really good. It just sucks that like he was able to position himself super well. If we move this ball, like if it's closer to the penalty spot, I think like if it's just better placement, it goes through. Because the direct line to this guy, if we like put a ruler down or something, and it's put it just above the penalty spot, then that's far post. Like that's perfect slot. So if the ball made that line like just over here, not only would it be beyond him, but it would also be like really good placement and it would be in. So this was a good shot opportunity, and he did a very good job of creating it. Just better placement in the end, and I think that's a goal. Ooh, this one you need to do a push ball touch this way. Just push ball touch this way, then lob, and that's a goal.
Yeah. Wait, rewind real quick. I just want to see what happened. I wasn't.
You're chilling. You're chilling. It's really, really tight.
Yeah, I think I extra effort push ball just to get it. Then yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still thinking like I'm pretty sure it may be like extremely close. But if you're able to push ball touch it like out in this way, so first off, away from defender and away from goalkeeper, out in this way, you make him commit, and then you just have the free lob
Mm-hmm.
rather than committing to the lob right away, which I can see is what was going on. That's a good ball. Let's rewind here for a sec. Good pressure from Pandy to force the rushed pass. Dragon does a very good job of intercepting. Dragon first touch. Emu, what do you think's going on through your head here?
I think I saw him. He was gonna get it, so I just took off. Like I saw him like pushing it.
Mm-hmm. So you're committing. You're running back.
'Cause I saw him coming out. I was watching him and him. As soon as I saw that,
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was gonna steal that,
Here,
so I took
yeah,
it.
here for me, the moment that this happens, I'm stopping. Like I'm full. That the moment that I see this pass go off and it's not to me, I'm stopping, looking like just register what's going on. I'm not continuing to commit backwards because I need to make sure that I need to position myself so that I can drop back still if necessary, but also I'm not giving up the space that I have up the field. Because
Yeah.
if you're here, you not only collect that ball, you got like freedom.
Yeah.
Because that's a fantastic like 1, 2, yeah, that's triangle passing. Hee hee. Good. Like that was pretty good.
Yo, he said triangle again. What was Chrome talking about the other day?
I like this ball. I like this ball a lot because the defenders commit so hard, and then it's a first touch to Pandy. Yep. In this current patch, you can full power it, and it'll like actually do the full power. Okay. Okay. When this happens, Emu, you probably need to drop back and make yourself an option
Yeah.
because Costa Rican isn't in the right spot. Pandy's sending it like in the hopes that there is somebody there, and we can't really blame Costa Rica here for not being there. No, he was in his proper anchor spot and like coming up because the transition of play happened really fast, right? So this one is on, yeah, because he sends it from all the way back here, and he's still like kind of coming forward. He's creeping up, so he's making like just a normal like way up the field, right? So off of this, I'm gonna run it one more time so that you guys can like focus on what the guys up here are doing. So Emu and Dragon, Emu's committing. The moment that you guys see him turn off, this should be Emu's cue to drop back. Because this passing lane is now closed. This to you, this to him, closed. You need to drop back and make yourself available to Pandy. So if you start dropping back and you're like here, you probably won't win it, unfortunately, but you'll at least be closer to put some pressure on them and like slow down their fast break. That is fucking stupid. That's ridiculous. Good beat. Small body block. You load up a shot. This is the kind where like if you were very comfortable and familiar with your power and your spacing, like this could be a down curve send because there's a person between you and the guy that you're currently trying to get it around. I understand sending it low and around. There's a little bit of a curve on this, so it comes in. But if you're able to like send it either around towards his backside and have it curve like way in, because you'd be surprised how much like just a pure left or right curve will go. Or if you're very comfortable, like if you do like a half power, slightly more than a half power, from ground, like look up and down curve, you gotta look the full way up though. Like all like as high up as you can go. Then it'll hit dragon and be over this guy's head. Because with down curves in particular, how high or how low you look doesn't change the distance. The thing that changes the distance is the power. The only thing that you can do, like it'll still be the same landing spot. The only thing that you can do relative to like how high or low you look is change at which point can the players intercept the ball. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
actually makes a lot of sense.
so like if you're standing right here, right, and it's at your feet, and you look all the way up and do a full power down curve, it'll land about like right over here. That's the landing spot, which means that the place that people can interact with it is about like right here. If you're doing a bicycle, like from here, bicycle all the way up, down curve, the landing spot's gonna be about like here. This is because from the ground, right? Like the ball starts at the ground, it first has to go up before the down curve takes effect, and then it starts arcing down. Versus if you're starting from a higher point, it has less up travel to go, and it starts going down quicker. So distance relative to like if it's on the ground versus if you're doing it from a bicycle. Which means if you do it from over here, right? This is where a lot of people used to do it. So the lob, like the self-enabled lob to bicycle full up and down curve, the ball would land here, which means that the interception point is about here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been saying that for
yeah.
seasons now. These good passers literally just learn the pass strengths and stuff and locations on the field to get to the ball to like 5 different spots in box, like accurately every send.
As long as you have like a good relative like can I get this ball to like this general area consistently, then you're good. If you can get like so good that you can pinpoint it, which I'm getting closer and closer to it at the moment, where like I can wrap it around like with exact powers, exact curves, and like get it exactly where I want, like to a T. I can like name the landing spot like the blue circle. It's not like oh it'll land in this general area. It'll land like pretty much where I want it to, and then it's just about like doing that relative to the player height. So I'm getting closer to that, but um, if you if you guys get more comfortable with your distances like that and your understandings of like if I do it in this and that and like the defender's this close so I can send it full power and he won't be able to interact with it, like this could be a if you get a little bit closer before you send, full power with with left curve, aim over here, left curve, wrap around. And it would be too fast from too close. This guy might not have even have a diamond on it. But he would. It's just like interesting ways that the game works in which you can like enable your teammate while fucking over this guy. I don't know what the the shot placement is, but it's good that you're able to get it to him. It's just unfortunate that it's outside of
I
box
think I call it.
and
If you I think I call out. I'm going low. I usually would, but I think I call it out. I'm going low, just so he can
I
get the
mean that's
block on it.
I mean that's fine. That's fine. The guy does a tackle though. Because the thing is like these guys aren't like completely fucking brain dead, right? You have to send it in the air first and then have it go down for them to not for them to like maybe commit at them on the dolphin dive and not do the tackle. Rather than it be like a complete like from the ground the entire time kind of thing.
Right, go, low.
Yeah, you say low. So grounded the whole time. And he does it yeah, he doesn't dolphin dive. That's just unfortunate placement from Dragon. I think there's a reality in which like There's a little tiny window if you left curves it, like aim here, left curve full power, where it might sneak through. But that would be like ridiculous.
Back, back.
This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is, he needs to lob this to the sidewall. He's in like the perfect distance spacing where like if he lobs to sidewall, he can get a bicycle around and like either send it to Emu if he cuts in, and then it would be like a here, or he can send it to Costa Rican defender. Rather than committing to that. And Super just does a very good job of reading, like, hey, this guy's doing a lob send in. I need to go like help my teammate out here.
One with it. Still with it.
We've got Panda wide on the wing. Okay.
Emu
So
caught
off
out
the
of play.
back,
That's why Costa Rican's not looking for him. That's one of the things that he was
Yeah.
saying.
Show, left off wall, dragon.
a few things.
So he's not,
first,
just so you know,
so
this
first
isn't
off-
him calling out a plug or anything. He's going to receive the ball and then off wall to dragon is his call out.
Oh, no, I got that. I got that. But a couple of things. So first off, we want to make sure that we can get the ball as close as possible, right? The idea is we can run plays, we can do whatever, but we want to get them from as close as possible before we initiate them. If we send this ball to Pandy first, he has all this room to get as close as physically fucking possible, and then that can change the dynamic of what's available to you guys. Like it increases the chance of success. So if we're trying to force it from all the way back over here,
See
right?
the mini map right now? I tell the team right above midfield on the mini map, those squares right above midfield is where you should start at your, okay, now I can send a ball into like the box, and that's like the best start point. Anything behind that, it's too far.
Here, about like right here-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right here is a very good place, which is right here, which is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, because like right here to here is where the first box ends, and then the middle of that box is like here.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you're able to send it, like first off, we're limiting ourselves by like how far we're spaced out to the wing. So if we're able to send it into a better man who doesn't have any of their passing lanes closed off by a defender, who has all of the time and space in the world to send it unpressured, why are we not doing that instead?
Loyalty to
You
the
know what I
play
mean?
call
My guy
out,
right
I
here.
think, is it?
And that's okay. Like it's okay.
can be a
you guys
good
made
thing,
it. You guys
but
made
yeah,
it. You guys
it
made a
happens
call.
a lot.
You guys made a call, and it went off. In fact, it's off the backboard, and you guys were able to get it to go. But this is the other thing that I want to talk about. So like, not a bad play call, executed fine, enabled the person that you guys were trying to enable, right? But whenever you're doing an off the wall, first, you're only doing an off the wall if it's from a threatening position that the goalkeeper has to jump on. Like realistically, you're so close or it's such a threatening shot that they don't have time to register whether it's on target or off the wall. They only have time to register which way that they have to dive.
Yep.
So this is too wide and too far. It's not bad to enable your teammate, but your teammate can't commit to this. You guys need to register like, oh, the goalkeeper hasn't dived or hasn't like jumped. What else can I do? And so from this, what else can you do is look how far he is, look how long, like how much space you have between him and Dragon, right? Backwards rainbow touch. Just backwards rainbow touch. Create a little bit more space. And then from there, it's just like if you think you have the shot opportunity, fuck yeah, dude. But like there's more things that we can do here. Emu needs to keep himself in the play also.
You're gonna be really surprised when you learn this is the one goal of the match. And
Oh, no, no,
everything
goalkeeper-
you're saying is like completely correct. But that's a thing, like against a team
Well, yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
the
we should
goal- the
4-0 a
goalkeeper
team like
didn't-
this, in my opinion. Like
the
the
goalkeeper
offense.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was talking about earlier also. The goalkeeper didn't space himself out properly. Yes, he didn't jump at the dive, but he also didn't immediately run out and cut off the angle. So a space existed, and if it was placed well enough, yes, there could have been a goal. And that's probably what happened. The dude needed to be on your fucking ass and in your face, which is what I would expect to happen. But you know, it's whatever. But I'm just talking about like this is why this isn't the best. So
Yeah, I think it's a
once Emu
mistake
does
by
this,
GK. He jumps up instead of like forward.
yeah,
That's why he goes in.
yeah, he what he does is he doesn't commit to cutting off the angle. He stops and sits and he tries to do like a right dive. Oh, he does a neutral dive.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
I think he might
Depth
have meant to
perception
do
wise.
it forward.
Okay, but again, I'm trying to focus on Emu here. Off of this, Emu immediately starts running out and peeling out. What you need to do, Emu, is come back in, run this way, not run that way, run this way. Make yourself an option. And if off of this, like either Dragon's able to do a backwards rainbow to take advantage of his space, and then it goes straight into you, and you're able to one touch it off of that, or off of this, you do the tap square pass to you, and then you just have the full power shot from right fucking here, and the dude's off his line. But either of those are extremely punishable counters because the defenders are like fucking in nowhere, no man's land, and the goalkeeper has missed his opportunity to do the proper punish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to play with Trico.
I haven't played in like a week.
It's okay. I just got back from
Your team just Lockdown
4 month
just won
hiatus.
the RMCS and they trolled the finale. Just so you know, their last goal, 4 people did the left trigger B to the ball to knock it into net past the other team. They didn't even pass it. They just fucking stabbed it to each other.
Beautiful.
It was artwork. I looked up for 2 seconds, and that's how they ended the game.
Well, good on them. I just never get the chance to like sit down and talk about these concepts and these other things with them. It's always like the only reason that we aren't getting DQ'd from tournaments is because we have a bye. Like we never warm up beforehand either. It's like kind of rage bait. I like this. Hold up. Okay. Great through ball recognition. If this was real soccer, offsides, but okay. So with this, Dragon just used his extra effort. So he doesn't have it. So he can encroach on the space, draw this guy in. The thing is he wants to do it a little bit quicker. Move in the space, make himself appear to be an option, and then start to peel out. That way this guy's dragged even heavier. And then from there you're able to like light / half power lob it. And with this guy dragged when he's dragged as far as he is, then you just have the free fucking shot right there. Rather than the full power lob. And that. Which great recognition from Costa Rica defender that this is too congested. And then Emu, if this was off backwards, aimed over here. Because I really like the idea here. But if this was off backwards to here, that might be like that might get him to jump and then Dragon can just fucking put it in.
Yeah.
I like this. The only other thing I gotta say to this is if you're ever caught in a situation where you can't aim exactly like at where the dude is, put some curve on it, man. Just like the curve will help you out a lot. Because otherwise this is just a pure straight. Like let's listen to it.
Nice Dragon. Delay until Shiro gets up there, and Shiro one touch me.
Yeah, so again, if Dragon's able to like come in here, drag the defender even closer, like make him leave this space, because the closer that he gets, the more that this guy has to commit, because this is the guy with the ball. He can't just let him walk up for free. Otherwise, if he does, then Dragon has like a shot opportunity, you know? Like if he's able to come up over here, bam. But come in, drag him out, peel away. Yeah, that sound right there tells me that there was no curve at all. Not up curve, just no curve. So if you put even like a little bit of left curve, the Dragon, and that could have been a goal.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, right? It's if you're not gonna always be able to aim exactly to the guy, it's really tough, especially on controller, like getting your aim exact, which is why the curve is there to help aid you. Oh shit.
Nice, Joe. We get that.
Get
Top box.
away from me. Nice.
There we go.
Oh, it was almost there.
But otherwise good opportunity. Ooh, rainbow touches, rainbow purse touches. They're only good if it's aerial rainbow. If it's on the ground, you have to do a push ball. That's an interesting choice. So this, first off, we're doing it towards the defender. If this is the case, we need to be doing it this way. This way.
Shiro
But
messaged me.
I'd
He's
wa-
gonna watch it, and anything you've got for him, make sure you're saying it. Yeah,
Yeah. And Shiro's, which one is Shiro? Is that this guy?
Costa Rican. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So again, no rainbow touches whenever you do it when it's grounded, bad. Push ball on the ground is still like kind of meh, but you're kind of just messing yourself up if you do the rainbow touch. So first off, we always have to do it away from the defender. That's why this is lost instantly. If we do it over here, this guy is committed to that dive, so at least like the ball would be free and we'd probably be able to collect it. But he uses extra effort, so the rainbows pushes the ball even further. He has to extra effort guard stance to cancel out both like his momentum and the speed that he does it, and then would have to do push ball touch over here, and then it stays close.
Dude, I want to play rematch with Trico right now.
I like this because this guy was on his fucking ass, and if you try to do any kind of input, the only input that he could do without getting tackle punished for it would be a push ball. So push ball input, then pass back. The tackle decommits him from it, which makes this whole thing really hectic. Fire does a good job to grab it, but otherwise like push ball touch, then pass back, and then you guys are chilling. But I like that he read that he wasn't able to do like a pass input and had to do a tackle. And then again, we're sending it from full field.
It
Good
might
send
be
though, because
listen to the audio there. I just want to make sure it's not because, and there is no excuse. You can always
Nice,
make
yeah.
sure you push up more, but
What about you?
Nice. Top box.
yeah, and that's all. It's also on the person. Okay, so they say top box. It's also on the people that are making the call to register. Hey, this guy's still a little bit far out. So say like once. So maybe it's whatever you guys as a team figure out. If it's like you want to say, hey, once you get close enough, send it to me this way, right? And then it's you guys both have a register of it's not the comms, it's once this guy reaches this point, and if he's still not being pressured or if the lane is still open, this is when it's gonna go, and that's when I need to make my run and when he needs to send the ball.
yeah.
Or you can also do like just or you can also wait until they get that close to make the call. Though I mean it's up to you guys, whatever your preference ends up being. And he sends it from so far back, but this is still a good ball. One, because he sends it so far that this guy can't, he doesn't have sweeper extra effort, so he can't go and cut it off. And the defender is on the opposite side of where the ball is being placed. So Emu, can just first touch it. This guy is so close that if he's playing against a better team, though, the dude would just dolphin dive, into him and shut it down. If he went for the longer windup, but this guy fucked up his dolphin dive. But it's still like registry of, hey, I have the massive beat or I have the beat. The ball is in a good spot for me. I'm going to win proud no matter what. And the guy isn't goal side. I should at least be attempting to take a shot here, maybe. And then Dragon. Let me watch Dragon again.
Nice, Joe.
That's a relatively like good off of the momentum. This is about like as soft as you can make this pass. It's pretty tough to make it even softer unless like
You light lob it.
unless you light lob, but then it takes like fucking 2
Goes
centuries
in, yeah, it goes
to
in the
reach the
air
ground
so
again.
long.
Yeah, so then the defender would have an even easier time of shutting it down. But Dragon commits a little bit too far in, otherwise that was good. If he's able to... Oh, no. The sprint touch. Oh, rip. I was gonna say, if he's able to, either... Holy shit. Able to like pass it off the sidewall or lob it to the sidewall, because the relative spacing is like, if you want to get a peak bicycle animation off of your like lob to the sidewall, you have to stand about right here. Anything on this line, like either here or on the line, is good. If you do a full power lob to the sidewall and you run back to it and your aim is good, you will get a peak bicycle no matter what. That's the spacing that you guys should have in your head. It won't go over, it'll be good. I'm amazed he got that back though. Good shot attempt, he's gonna cut it off. Yep. Let's look at this for real. Okay, so instead of doing a lob from here, because lob makes the ball take like longer, we can do a shot pass. If we have emu cut in towards the middle, then we're able to like, we can accurately send it. I would probably aim like to emu's backside and have it curve into his backside. That way the goalkeeper has no chance of this, and this is even for like old goalkeeper prio. Goalkeeper has no chance of out prying it. So aim this way, aim high so that it's over him, and then down and right curve. So like 5 o'clock. And then it'll hit him about here. He's probably not going to be able to get it at all, and it's unless this guy like majorly cuts him off, in which case it's still just do like a soft lob or something, like do a chip. If he gets like too close. But this guy's so like weird about his commits. Like he's a committal non-committal. It's weird.
He
That
fake commits,
I
bro.
feel like
He's fake committing.
yeah, but that leaves him so open to the counter. Like there's so many counters. Literally, it could be as simple as, oh, you sent this ball, I'm gonna
It's because it
let's
scares the person who's got the ball. They're just scared. That's why it works.
yeah, but he's read it. Like he's made himself so readable in doing that over and over and over again.
I would agree.
So in this, right? It isn't a lob, my bad. It is a shot pass, but we can send it a little bit better, have him be like over here, because instead we're trying to yeah, we're trying to down curve it to him. When he has the beat on his man, he's between person and body. So all we have to do is just enable him in the first place. We don't have to get it around or over anybody. We just have to send it in a line, and all he has to do is get in that line to intercept. So if we do that, and if Dragon, which he does that, and if it was like a lob off the backboard or something, extra effort, punish. These guys are nowhere fucking near. And he's like so committal, non-committal that you have the spacing to get that off.
Sorry.
I'm covering cube.
Unfortunate. It's rough. So it's hard to send those balls properly. But let's see.
He has Pandy there all day. As a option,
Is he
at least.
trying to hit Dragon?
I don't
No,
know.
I called. I'm checking into you. I think.
Yeah, he
Then
sent it high.
And then he extra effort power sends it.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Who just joined the call?
That's fucking Pixel.
No. Hey, Pixel. Yeah. This is the kind of thing where I'm gonna imagine Fire. I'm just gonna like stereotype him real quick. He's probably never been a field player, right? Is he one of those like goalkeeper only people?
I
I
believe
have no
so.
clue.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a massive difference between like goalkeepers that were excellent field players that just filled into the spot and like ended up being goalkeeper mains versus people that have been goalkeeper mains the entire time. There's so many different aspects to the game outside of shot stopping that you need to be good at, especially at this level. And this is one of the things where it's like if he had like if he was successful on the field and just went into a goalkeeper spot, because that's what I was. I was extremely successful on the field, but I just felt like goalkeeper was like where I could have the most individual impact on my team.
That's what happened with me.
And so like I continue to do field player stuff and like have a good understanding of it. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are better because they have more hours in those positions, but like I can still be there and be like an option. But for people that like they have little to no experience with it, this is the kind of stuff that you'll start to see. Like the passes just aren't fully connecting. They don't have a good understanding of spacing when it comes to distribute like larger distribution. It's tough. And the only thing that you can do to rectify that is just like have this guy have a little bit more experience with like these types of sends.
Pixel just wants to be told he's handsome.
All right. Good block from Pandy. Okay, so at this point, it's like if we drop it back to Pandy, then Dragon can continue to move up the field without any pressure, right? And then it's either like if Pandy's able to like to send it. Okay, if Pandy's able to like send it to Emu, like if Emu's able to cut in or something, sure. But but otherwise it could be like Pandy get ball. Let's say that he got it here. These guys are further back. Pandy get ball. Costa Rica defender is able to move up like into this space. Pandy continues to drag them, make them available. Super's committed over here, and so there you go. Man mark deficit. This guy's open on the wing right here. It would be this kind of rotation, right? Dragon relieves himself of ball, moves over here. Pandy drop. Emu move over here. It would probably be more like Pandy ball drop. Costa Rica defender. Emu over. Dragon fill into mid. And then so Pandy still has an option to give it back to Dragon. It could be a 1-2, or if it gets cut off because he's making this guy stay here and committing to it, and this guy commits and this guy commits, then we're still having Costa Rica open on the wing. And then from there, because Dragon's here middle, like either Emu can make a fake run and then Dragon can run to the gap that's created, or you can enable Emu. But like taking advantage of your vertical spacing and just doing it a little bit earlier, especially like Pandy seems to be the kind of person that you guys want more on your back end. Costa Rica defender seems to be like much more familiar. Like you said, this is his tryout. He seems to be much more familiar with the way that your offense operates. And so if you're able to enable these guys and move and make them move up the field better, that's what you should go for. So to this. Good. Could be. I was gonna say like it just anything to create space to dish it off to Pandy right here. Because again, if we have the open man who's this close and unpressured and hasn't used any resources, why not just here to here? Because the ball travel path, if it gets sent to this guy and then Ema makes his run, the ball travel path between here and here is way lower than here to here, even if you have come up and gotten closer than midfield. So it's even more difficult for these guys to cover it. It's good. It's a good job of enabling Emu. Like it's a great job of enabling Emu. What?
You're cooking right now.
Oh.
You're absolutely cooking.
It's still a great job of enabling Emu, but it's also a very wide shot, which makes it easier for him to to jump at. It becomes like, especially in these lower matches, it becomes like oh man, I'm really wide, so I should aim for near post, and then it becomes like just a timing game, not even a guessing game. You operate off of the player tendencies that have been like displayed by everybody, and then what I've noticed from Emu in particular is if it's wide, he'll aim either off backwards or near. I've seen very little fars.
I think I call that out too. After that first one. After that one right there.
If you ever find yourself with this much space and no one around you, and I see you one touch it, I will come to your house and fucking like slap you. Dude, look how much space this guy has.
But the playbook says. But the playbook says I'm supposed to kick it right away to him in the middle with 2 people on him for him to shoot.
Yeah, and you know what I've been telling people since this game came out, since it was still in beta? We may have an idea of how the play is supposed to go, but I trust you guys and your ability to read the situation. To like, if you see something change, if something goes and you end up in like a situation that you feel like you can do something better with than whatever we like came up with, I trust you to make that decision. You are able to change things up. If you find yourself this wide and you don't take advantage of the space and it ends up in a turnover, I'm gonna be mad. Because it's like you had more options. Why did you commit to that? I expect more out of the players at this level. Like it shouldn't. These guys should be retaining the ball, taking advantage of how much space they have, allowing like creating more time for this guy to come up and make himself an option. Maybe even like this. All it needs to be is like this guy come in and then it's quick pass or like quick shot pass. Maybe he comes in a little bit more quick shot pass, and in the time that these guys take to do all that, this guy's come in, and then you have a lob from this guy over to him. Bam. You don't know. You never see it, but you don't know. This I like. Just a little bit better with the aim. Because he's smack dab in the middle, like sandwiched. We don't have to send it to like either side. Like, oh, we're not sending it opposite side of the defender. We're just gonna send it straight to him because these guys are so far away and the ball can get to him so quick that it wouldn't be a hospital pass. This is a hospital pass. Your only other option here is literally just like lob back to keeper and then keeper reset and blah blah blah. Safe option, good. First touch lob to Costa. Just first touch lob to Costa, and we're chilling there. Not bad, but unfortunately because you were beaten off of that, I can't like if you put yourself physically between him and body blocked, you might have had a chance to retain this ball and then do like either a tackle or a push ball or something to not lose possession even further. But like you need to body block him and give yourself a little bit of time to refresh your stamina so that you can continue on this instead of holding down the sprint button and like getting beat like that.
I can't wait for this next game VOD review with me actually in it from my perspective. You've got me like foaming at the mouth, bro. And it's our last game of the tournament. And we should have won it like 10 times.
Pandy just needs to commit to this run. All Pandy needs to do is just keep running, buddy. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Keep. But instead we back off. Like imagine if he continued this run, like from here to here, he would be like here, and the ball in his hand. 1v1 with the keeper, 7 seconds left.
Dude, I fucking like Trico, dude. Trico.
I sent you the timestamp in your DM for the second game.
Thanks.